Hi, I'm Lee Partridge and welcome back to Colu TV for another pre-match show ahead of today's game against AFC Wimbledon in the EFL Vertu Trophy. On this evening's show, we'll take a look back at how we made it to this stage of the competition. We'll get the skipper's pre-match thoughts, but first, let's hear what Danny Cowley has to say ahead of tonight's game.
Danny, some disruption at the weekend, but how have plans gone ahead of Wimbledon?
Yeah, the plans have gone well. We're obviously disappointed for the game to be called off on Saturday. We'd travelled on the day, so we'd had an early start, and we'd just arrived in Nottingham when we heard the bad news. But we managed to turn the coach round. We got back to base, and we were able to train on Saturday afternoon, which was really beneficial for everyone, which what we needed. And yeah, really, as soon as we'd heard the game got called off, our preparations and our thoughts turned to the game tomorrow night.
And how frustrating was it that it was called off, given the run we were on? You just want to maintain that?
Yeah, of course. We're 6 unbeaten and we're growing. When you're in a good moment, you just want the next game to come around. But it wasn't possible, so we didn't have too much control on that. What we can control is our preparations for Tuesday night. And I think Tuesday's a great game for us. It's the second round of this competition. I thought we had one of the hardest draws in the competition in terms of the group stage. You know, MK Dons, Leyton Orient, and also Arsenal. So for us to navigate through the group and win the group and earn the right to have a home tie in the second round is, I think we've done really well in this competition to this point. We obviously now have a really tough opponent in Wimbledon who are going very, very well in the league. Had a fantastic result Saturday away at Harrogate, winning 3-0, and a powerful, aggressive team. Having watched them on the opening day, it's been no surprise to me that they've done as well as they have.
And do you feel they've got better since that opening day, or kind of have they just done everything that you thought they would end up?
Yeah, I think so. I think when we saw them, you could see they're powerful and aggressive. Lots of goals in them. They get lots of balls in the box, lots of numbers in the box. They carry real goal threat, and we will have to be at our very best. That is for sure. And like I said, it's a competition that we've done well into this point. I think it gives us a good opportunity to get minutes into players that need minutes as well, and we're trying to find that really fine balance between being really competitive while giving the whole squad game time. I think we're in a run of games now. Well, it was 10 in 36, losing the game on Tuesday night. On Saturday it's only 9 in 36, but still a really busy schedule for us going into the Christmas period. So we'll be intelligent with how we share the minutes across the group. But no, for us, we're really focused on putting a good performance and trying to continue the good rhythm that we've found ourselves in.
Yeah. And does Saturday's postponement change team selection at all? It's a competition that us and other clubs use to use members that haven't played minutes, or does nothing change you to pick the same team?
No, I think for us, we will use a squad. That's what we've done in this competition to this point, and that's what we'll continue to do, because, like I said, we know we're in a busy schedule. We've got Christmas on the horizon. We need everybody fit and ready to be able to contribute in this period. So it's important that we don't overcook players, but it's also important that we don't undercook players. So we have to be very mindful of that. But ultimately, it's for us to pick a really competitive team to do all of the preparation work that we need to, because we understand that Wimbledon are a top team at this level, have a lot of power, a lot of aggression, can mix their game up. I think that they can go quickly forward and play into the front and have some really good forward options, but they can also build their play and get a good rhythm. And probably the fact that they can do both means that they're being as successful as they've been thus far.
Danny's saying it will be no easy task getting past Wimbledon this evening, but he will use his squad to hopefully get the job done. If you want to see the up-to-date team news that Danny has chosen for this evening, go to all our socials or our website right now. Back to the group stages. Here's the win that secured the top spot in the group against Arsenal under-21s. Tom Hopper, Harry Anderson and Manny Egbo on the score sheet that night against Arsenal under-21s. They helped to give us top spot and tonight's home draw. On to the thoughts from the skipper, Tom Flanagan, ahead of tonight's game.
Tom, break from the league. How's everyone preparing for the game against Wimbledon?
Yeah, we had a good day training today. Got everything we needed to get done, which is positive. Obviously, a little bit disappointed about the weekend, but see this as a good opportunity with fresh legs and move on into a competition that we feel we can do well in.
And obviously, we played Wimbledon on the first day of the season, so we know they're a good side. It's going to be a tough challenge.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think we saw the highs and lows that we've endured throughout the season so far. But yeah, they're doing well. Obviously, they had a good win the weekend themselves, so they'll be in kind of buoyant mood. So yeah, I mean, we're not really focusing on other teams at the minute. The run of games we're in at the minute and how well we're playing, we're just focusing on making ourselves better, and eventually, in turn, that will help us beat teams.
Does that make it even more frustrating that Saturday was called off, so you couldn't build on the momentum of the win against Swindon?
Yeah, I think that was the main disappointment. Really, obviously, we were prepared and knew what we were doing, in a good headspace to go there and have another away win. Which obviously would have made the table look even better with the results that went on. So now we're not really thinking of this as a separate competition. It's all just kind of an amalgamation of the same goal.
And once you'd heard the news about Saturday, how was the rest of the day and the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, so we weren't quite there, but we were pretty close. So then, turned around and we came back to the train. So obviously, having played on the Tuesday previously, we were off on the Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday. Thursday was lighter for some of the boys who played, and then Friday's generally a light day, a bit like today, the day before a game. So we hadn't really done enough to warrant not doing anything over the weekend. So we had to come back trained, and we got something good out of it. We saw it as another bit of preparation for tomorrow's game. So yeah, it was good.
And that recent form, the lads must be pleased that we're starting to put all those bits that we saw in 5, 10, 15, 20-minute bursts together for longer to get results.
Yeah, I mean, I've sat down and done a lot of these interviews at the beginning of the season and kind of felt a bit sick of repeating myself, and that carried on for a little bit too long. But now I feel like we've turned the corner in regards to there's an expectation of consistency. We're not just looking for it. That's the expectation. You have to be a part of the team. You have to be consistent in your habits and things like that. So I feel like we've got that at the minute, but we can't shy away from. We can't step away from that, because that needs to carry on, and ultimately we can reach our goal. It's a strange old league, and I mean, if we can put a good league run together and potentially get to Wembley in the competition, that probably is one of the only competitions you can get to Wembley for a club like us, is something that we see as really important.
Tom's saying that continued consistency will be the key, and there is an expectation for anyone coming into this squad. A reminder, you can see the team news Danny has picked on the website and on the socials right now. That's about it from me. I'll let you get out there, cheer on the lads, and hopefully we're going to get into the next round of this cup. We'll be back on Saturday for the pre-match show as we face Newport. Until then, it's goodbye for now.